Hello everyone. Uh, my name is Amit Kumar, a faculty in Computer Science and Engineering Department, Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. In today's topic is project management framework. Management framework that means that is a roadmap. Basically, this one is a roadmap that is sketched or planned by the project manager. How to implement all the process and control and execution process by the team. So when any project is start by the team, at first project manager sketch a layout for how we complete our project with each and every stages and execution process also. So this one is an outline of this lecture. Introduction of IT project management framework. Basically, this come into the software project management topic. Then we discuss in IT project management. The component of this framework, as we know about the framework, is a structure of a flow chart of a given process. Therefore, some major component is there. Then some discussion about this component and a life cycle. Life cycle, that means project management life cycle, how we can sketch the life cycle of the project completion. Project complexity classification. So some project, or we can say the all type of a project have some complexity. So how we classify that and find out the some categorized solution and summary and conclusion of overall this lecture. And also we discuss about the some IT project framework also. So at first, what is a project management framework? As we easily see that when any project manager start a project, they collect the information of the client, that is requirement section. Then he kept in our mind and sketch a roadmap, how we completed project within a given budget as well as given schedule. So a project management framework is a nothing, is a map. Map, that means is a flow chart, or we can say that these are a process chart that define the method, process, task, resources, tools, technologies, that all the things are needed in our project. So this whole project management framework is divided into or we can say that we categorize into the three major part. The first one is project life cycle. The second one is project control cycle, and tool and templates. So here we can easily see that the Scrum, Kanban, Agile and Waterfall, these are some example of the framework. In especially we can say that in IT field, a different type of a framework are used by the different project managers. So major component, as we see that the three major component here: project life cycle, project control cycle, and tools and templates. So these are the three major components. This one is the first, this one is the second, and this one is the third. So project management framework typically will be organized into the three main components: project life cycle, project control cycle, and tools. So Project life cycles provide the timeline. Timeline, that means schedule, stages, and completion time. Typically, here 5 stages we are discussed in this lecture, and each stages have well defined and scheduled also. The second one is project control cycle, that provide the function of monitoring and management. Monitoring and control is a major part of the management, therefore that is considered into the second part. Tool and templates, we already known about the IT companies, different type of a tool and technologies we used, then come under this section. So tools and templates can be provided the organization with ready-made framework that can be applied to the project management implementation. So we can directly use our framework with the help of tools and technologies. Here, as we know about the control, management and control is a major part of the management aspect. In SPM, the whole process is controlled by the project manager, control and measured by, and given and the certain observation we collect some data and we take appropriate action. Because of we have a certain targets, we have a certain time and client satisfaction also. So planning and leading, that means it's the responsibility of the project manager to give a plan for the project completion and giving a leadership quality also. So a proper planning is required and a strong leadership needed here for ensuring that our project is completed within a scheduled time as well as a given targets, or we can say that we provide 100% client satisfaction. Monitoring and control. Measurement of the any project is a part of management. So management, the project manager's responsibility to measure whole project development process that is segmented into the number of stages. So measured all the stages as well as monitored and given a proper solution if any lacking is there. And this one is a very effective part of measuring and controlling or monitoring and controlling, because of when we collect the some data for the development team size, and then that based on this observation we can take some appropriate solutions. And the third one is execution. That means after the implementation of any project, we execute in a two types. After testing, we execute it. Otherwise, or we can say that the real time of execution. So execution is a very effective, and that is included the measuring project status. So after the deployment, we can measuring the execution part also, and test and during the development we can also test it or validate it. So some we comparing with is a baseline plan. Incremental acceptance, that means the acceptance process allow the incremental acceptance, the project deliverable by the customer at the key milestones. Incremental acceptance, that means we develop a project in a phase wise. That means when we talking about the spiral model, that means a certain part of a project we develop and test it and deliver to the customer, and the customer also check that these are correct or not. So this one is a acceptance process here. So customers acceptance is a key major factor here. In a prototype model, we also give us some prototype to the customer, and customer give us some feedback. So after deployment, we deliver our project to the customer, and customer provide us some feedback. So this one is a very important here, and this one maybe the part of the project also. If a whole project we can divide into the number of part, and each part is delivered by the customer, and customer given the feedback. So life cycle, I also in previous slide, there are the 5 steps. So there are the 5 steps. So the initial stage is a 1, and the planning is a second, execution is a 3rd, management is a 4th, and review. So these are the 5 stages of a project life cycle that provide a timeline with a goal completion. So a whole project is divided into the part, and we review it, and provide the feedback for and collect the feedback from the customer side. So initial stage, that means project initial stage include the brainstorming of the project. Brainstorming of the project, that means feasible analysis, research of the project, what can be added in our project that can be help to the customers, and different stages is applied. The first, as suppose as stakeholders interview, give a number of requirement, and focus of the initial stage, which type of objective we complete on our project with the help of our project. So this one is all also about the initial stage. Planning. When we collect all the requirement, all the research, and all completion of the brainstorming of the project, we plan accordingly. Plan accordingly, that means especially we will involve the project with the team, and plan a completion process, or how we can achieve our objective of the project within a time and a budget. So this one is a planning process. Risk analysis involved in our planning process. Which type of risk analysis is involved in our project? The third one is the execution. Execution is basically how we develop our project in a runtime. That consists of production. So code, design, code, test, and maintenance also is come under this execution part. And the management. Management, basically management is involved here. The main motto of the management is a monitoring and control only. Monitoring and control, that means when we develop a project, so monitor each and every objective or a sub objective achieved by the team or not, that can be measured by the project manager. If we are fail to acquire the appropriate objective, so we have take some action accordingly. So after the monitoring and control, we can analyze it, which type of a solution or which type of a completion complexity we have in our project, and how can we remove it. And the last is review. Basically, review is occurs at the end of the project, where each stakeholders provide a feedback and a analysis part of the project. And after getting a feedback, we work on this, find out this based on this feedback. So feedback is nothing, is members' involvement will look back, analyze it, went well in the project, and set back because that came up a discuss how they can be improved with all relevant stakeholders, customers and manufacturing partners. So this one is a review about how we achieve the objective, and in regarding we can say that customer satisfaction. So this one is come under the review part. Control cycle, that active monitoring and control process. The key functions of the component include managing and analyzing the risk, tracking the process control part, involved within a team members, involved in our stakeholders, that are the internal or external both, and provide a furthermore communication channel across the different team and project stakeholders. So project control cycle is basically active monitoring process here. A manager or a project manager's responsibility to manage. I already discussed this project control cycle. Stays involved in drafting the initial plan for the team involved in the project flow, and the second one is a focus on the monitoring process across the involvement team, and the third one is management should be evaluate actual process and compare it what process has been planned and completed by the within a time frame or not. The fourth one is managers should look the identify the process has deviated at the form of original plan and analyze the implication of it. So this one is a fourth that deviated at the original plan or not, and how much percentage we deviated. And the fifth one is corrective actions required here. So this one come under the 5 stages of control cycle. Overall, we can say that this is a framework execution plan, already discussed as an initial process, planning, execution, performance and control, and closure. Closure is a feedback process or a analysis of the project. So project manager work with other concerned stakeholders to evaluate, determine the value of feasibility study, risk analysis, research, new things, finding, create new things, creation, all about the brainstorming income into the initial part. And the second one is scope, schedule, budget, resources, come into the risk analysis also, and discuss with the phases. A whole project is divided into the number of phases, and the phases development process, monitoring how we can plan to complete our sub objectives. The third one is the execution. Execution, that means design process, code process, and test process. So whole development process run smoothly or not come into the execution part. Performance and control is come under the monitoring and control process. So project execution process get evaluated in this phase by mean of KPIs like project objective, quality delivery, cost monitoring, overall project measurement or performance also. The last is closure. Closure, that means the promised project deliverable and handed over the client. So this one is a delivery part. We deliver to the client, and client give a feedback or validate it. This one is correct or not according to the customer's need. A final closure meeting is also held is discuss the overall experience and close all projects account. So this one is a closer part. So this one is all about the framework that is step by step a project manager can take actions accordingly, because of when project manager take any project from the customer side or a client side, initial stage, then the planning stage, then the execution stage, and performance and control, and closure stage. After the closing, each and everything is closed and delivered to the client side. After that, we involve in a maintenance part. So tools and template, our third major component of the project framework, that offer the ready-made structure or organization looking into the implement project management framework. Nowadays, a number of ready-made framework is available in the market, and a project manager use this framework for our project. So these templates are available. We can say that this one is a ready-made software. We provide the input and find out the solution also. So monitoring management portion our project, at the phase we will use the software to combine the communication across the channel and area. Different project management metrics help to record the process. So this ready-made process have a number of features, and we provide an input our project and find out the solution in terms of data, and find a number of solutions also, and then take appropriate actions accordingly. So identify and manage the expectations of the stakeholders. Some project management examples here. At first, the waterfall project management framework, Agile, a very nowadays very reputed, and we can say that the used model in IT company. Kanban, it's also a IT management framework. Critical management method project, critical path management, CPM, we can see that. So through this, we can analyze a different type of a matrix. With a network, we analyze such type of a network to complete our project. So this come into the CPM, critical path management. Critical chain project management framework, program evaluation and review techniques, and this one is a common as a part, and project management body of knowledge, PMBOK, project management body of knowledge. So these are some ready-made framework, project management framework we can use for our project directly. How we can find out the complexity of matrix of the project? So here we can easily access the complexity of the project by evaluating external, internal, technological, environment factors also. A different type of a factor affect our project. So we take as a input and then categorize into the level. That means organizational level, operational and technological factors, and then tools such project management software, communication strategies and resources allocation technique are essential successful of the project. So when we involve in any type of a project, some external and some technological aspects are affect our project depending on the scenario. So we evaluate it and then measure it and then find the complexity matrix. So internal, external factors, technological factors and environmental factors, these are the 4 factors that affect our complexity matrix. So project complexity refers the total of the factor that may be influence ultimate our project. So recognition and appraising the hazard associated with our project. So these are the 4 factors that affect our project. So project manager can complexity of the analyze or measuring the complexity of the project using various tools and techniques, such a Darnell Person Complexity Index DPCI, and that DPCI evaluate complexity across our 4 categories, and these categories is nothing that is depend on these factors only: external complexity, internal complexity, technological complexity, and environmental complexity. We recognize this, we come under which type of complexity, and find out the appropriate solution of remove this particular complexity that come in our project. Some key factors that affect our project directly. Factors that contribute the project complexity includes team size, and effective team size, that means skilled is also involved, because of the team is core skilled labor. So team size is very, quality wise team is very key factors. Project duration, that means time slot, schedule, cost, yani budget, scope and feasibility study. Feasible scope is that means this one is feasible or not, and scope in a market or not. Clarity of the problem and find out the clear solution. Stable requirements, strategic importance, organizational change, inter-project dependencies, political sensitivity also involved in our different type of a project, proven technologies. So these are some key factors that directly involve in our project, and they are affect our project. So keeping this factor in mind, and then plan and sketch a framework accordingly. Thank you